Welcome back. The Goa Tourism Development Corporation has decided to implement the 6th pay commission to its employees. However, to compensate for extra financial burden, the corporation is contemplating to restructure and downsize its employees.
The issue of implementing the 6th pay commission to its employees was long pending. This was discussed at the recent meeting of the GTDC's board. However, to compensate for this additional burden of 2.5 crore rupees, the corporation has contemplated extensive training, restructuring and downsizing of its employees. Presently, the corporation has a strength of around 367 employees.
The board of directors of GTDC has decided to implement a recommendation of 6th pay commission to the employees of the corporation with effect from 1/4/2010. It was also resolved that the employees should put in dedicated efforts to improve the image of the corporation in the eyes of the tourists by adopting a professional and customer-friendly approach. The decision to implement 6th pay commission scales will put a burden of 2.5 crores per annum on the corporation, which will have to meet by internal revenue generation. The corporation is also contemplating extensive training, restructuring and downsizing of its employee to reduce fixed overheads and improve profitability of the corporation.
Other decisions taken at the meeting included construction of a luxury cruise boat at a cost of 6.5 crore rupees, introduction of 3 hop-on hop-off bus services on trial basis, organization of an international travel mart in 2011, and appointing a consultant for providing project development advisory services for maintenance and development of various properties of GTDC on PPP model. Our reporter Jason Suarez with video journalist Anil Sanadi.
Forest Department will initiate census of wild animals including tigers from 21st of April in Goa. Scientists from Wildlife Institute of India will train forest staff in this census. It will be across the state forest and wildlife sanctuaries. Census operators will use cameras to trace the wild animals.
Goa has over 33% of forest cover. Goa is a home to leopards, wild boar, bisons, chital and other wild animals. There is also a debate of presence of tigers in Goan wildlife sanctuaries. Last census of wild animals was carried out in year 2006. But it was a failure as it was not conducted following proper procedures and guidelines. Now the State Forest Department official will be trained from scientists of Wildlife Institute of India for census operation in a scientific manner. Chief Conservator of Forest Shashikumar told media that census would go on for a week.
A group of scientists will be here with us on 13th, 14th and 15th of this month. They will train our field staff and based on that we will be doing this 1 week exercise starting from 21st. And based on that data we will be in a position to say what is the strengths, what are the strengths of our national parks, sanctuaries and what is the status of wildlife in these sanctuaries, whether they are carnivore or they are herbivores.
Census survey would be done in all forested lands of Goa. Camera system will be used for tracking wild animals. A senior reporter from Panji, Rakesh Kanorkar for Prudent Media.
26 crore 79 lakh 83,968 rupees. Well, if you thought it's an amount allocated for a government scheme, think again. This enormous amount is the charges on a domestic electricity bill. Surprisingly, the bill amount is only for a period of 3 months. This is the story of Ashwin Tombat's shocking bill.
Have a look at this bill. The bill has been dated 18th March 2010. The recipient of the bill is Ashwin Tombat. The charges are being levied for the period from 9th November 2009 to 8th January 2010. But what is most shocking is the amount. A whooping 9-digit figure amounting to 26 crore 79 lakh 83,968. The meter reading as on 8th January 2010 shows 72, while the meter reading as on 13th November 2009 shows 8,663. The highly abnormal bill also states the units consumed as 99991409 kilowatt hour units, that is 9,99,91,409, which comes to rupees 24,99,77,600, that is 24,99,77,600. The electricity duty levied at the rate of 18 paise per unit amounts to rupees 1,799,6454, that is 1,79,96,454, while the total arrears amounts to rupees 7,901. How can electricity department raise such a bill to a domestic consumer? Is it a man-made mistake or a machine error? Where are the interdepartmental checks and balances? Are the systems in the electricity department working okay? What is the consumer supposed to do now? Bureau Report, Prudent Media.
Shamra Vittal Cooperative Bank has planned further expansions in Goa. It is planning to take over other small banks in Goa to consolidate its business. Shamra Vittal Cooperative Bank has also launched ATM services at their branch in Panji.
Shamra Vittal Cooperative Bank is the third largest cooperative bank in India. It is spread across 6 states and has over 90 branches. On Wednesday, Shamra Vittal Cooperative Bank shifted its office at the new location in Panji. Now it will operate from Primavera building near EDC House in capital city. CEO of the bank Srinivas Joshi inaugurated the new premises. Shamra Vittal Cooperative Bank has opened up ATM services for their customers. Bank is planning to do business of over 10,000 crores by December end. Last year, bank also made over 48 crore net profit. In Goa, bank is planning further expansion and are planning to take over smaller banks.
In next 2 years' time, we plan to have nearly 100 crores business from these premises. In days to come, the bank would also like to take over a couple of banks. As you have already mentioned, we are the third largest cooperative bank. And one way it is our commitment to cooperative sector, so we'll try to take over smaller, weak banks. As well as we are also getting licenses from RBI. So over a period of next about 2 to 3 years' time, we'll have nearly 150 branches. That is what we are planning.
A senior reporter in Panji, Rakesh Kandulkar, with video journalist Anil Sanadi.
Now a quick look at the other happenings in the state.
Bandora Panchayat distributed free gas connections to 19 BPL families. They are distributed under the DRDA scheme. Sarpanch of Bandora Damodar Naik said, Panchayat will make all the efforts so that the needy families can avail the benefits of government social welfare schemes. Home Minister Ravi Naik and South Goa MP Francisco Sardinia held a meeting at Madgaon on Tuesday to discuss the proposed alignment of National Highway 17 and National Highway 4A. People residing in the road widening area from Patradevi to Pole have opposed the highway expansion. Ravi Naik assured that government will try not to demolish the dwellings and minimize the damages. He visited the site. The review meeting is scheduled on next Tuesday. Directorate of Agriculture organized Krishi Mahotsav for Bardes. Director of Agriculture Satish Tendulkar told us that department will be organizing such festivals in every taluka. The festival is initiated to make aware and educate the people on the new technology and preventive pesticides used for farming. Different stalls were also set up displaying fruits and vegetables. Farmers too could share their questions and grievances with the officials at this Mahotsav. Bureau Report, Prudent Media.
It's time for yet another short break. Stay tuned.